Me have people taste our potato salad. So we're gonna have people today tasting the potato salad health heroes. Let us know if you're here by putting in hashtag health heroes into the chat because of course we're at Skyline 21 Day Center and we are going to be not just talking about who made the potato salad. It's good, y'all. Y'all know the potato salad slaps. However, we're also going to be talking about websites because Skyline 21 is certified with the state of Virginia because that's where we're located here in the state of Virginia. So Medicaid and Medicare, they can accept clients with those coverages, which means a lot of people are benefiting from this day center. Where of course they're coming to hang out, they're coming to play bingo, they're coming to take road trips and day trips and have a great time. But we're going to talk about what about the web presence? How do you get that discovery? So, Ane Nia, thank you for being here. Hopefully, we'll learn a little bit about how we're going to get that discovery as we cook this potato salad, and we'll let the recipients of Skyline 21 Day Center let us know how things are going. So, thanks for coming in from Romania, Tati, Sifatita. Always great to see you all. And don't forget, put in hashtag health heroes. Now, I made this potato salad yesterday, which means it was just me eating it, and you all could not tell if it was really delicious or not. That's why I'm going to bring you right here to our cutting board, so that way we can kind of get started on our Super Chef creations, okay? That means if we're starting on the Super Chef creations, what I'm going to do here is just give you a bird's eye view of what I'm going to do first. In order to make this potato salad, I'm going to take a lime, and I'm going to put this lime juice into a container. And I actually have an empty container from that I've recycled from some plant-based cream cheese because I don't eat dairy products like milk products, and cream cheese is made from milk, so is butter, yogurt, sour cream. So I eat all the non-dairy versions of those. So in this container, I'm going to chop an onion. I am going to add a onion to the lime juice, and that's going to get us started. It's going to marinate just a little bit, so that way, y'all, we can make sure we get that pickly flavor. I know y'all are like potato salad without pickle relish. Yep, it is. And what's giving it to us, we'll know that there's onions, there's lime, we have fresh ingredients here. So let me find my knife. Y'all know I have one knife that I always use, my Cutco knife, my favorite knife, the only knife I pretty much own. And this particular Cutco knife, thank you, by the way, Ane Nia, for putting in hashtag health heroes. Thank you, Tati C. Petita. And thank you, Felicia Emery, for being here. Good morning to you. Good morning to all of you all watching from Holy Temple Ministries, because I think they are also live. Y'all know that Skyline 21 Adult Day Center is inside of Holy Temple Ministries. So depending on where you're coming in from, talk to us. We'll talk back. We don't bite. At least I don't. I only bite the food. I told you I don't eat animals or people, so I won't bite. I won't bite. So here we go. All I'm going to do is I clean my hands, by the way, right here at Holy Temple Ministries. Chantel is a rock star, right? She made sure I had soap and water and all that good stuff, because you know how when people are cooking for you, you want to make sure things are right. So I'm going to go over the steps to this potato salad very briefly while you all put in hashtag health heroes. There's always a giveaway on this show. And this show is typically 30 to 45 minutes. When we interview or when we're offsite, sometimes we go about an hour, which means what will happen here is I'm going to just put this onion and to the lime juice. So that gives us our pickle relish flavor. Then I'm going to take some rutabaga. I'm also going to take some, oh, I forgot my sweet potato. Oh my goodness, that was the good part. Ooh, does the convenience store next door sell sweet potatoes? I doubt it. I know they don't have no sweet potatoes over there. But you know what, y'all, this is a church. They said we might have a sweet potato back here. Y'all, look at God. That's called manna from heaven. You just show up to the church and food fall from the kitchen. Okay. So let's see how this works out today, y'all. As you see, I'm just chopping this onion in sort of like small pieces, not super tight. But remember, the lime juice is also going to take that bite off of the onion. So that way you don't have that onion on your breath all day. That's exactly what the lime juice does with the onions. It gives you that pickly flavor, and it freshens your breath, so to speak. It doesn't give you that onion flavor on your breath. So it eases up that onion, but you still get all the nutritional value and nutritional benefits of the onions because they're still raw. So let's see what you all are saying in the chat, because I see you all are talking over there. And I'm going to see just what you're saying as I put this onion in here. Now, the first thing that we do once we get the onion in here is we take the rutabaga and the sweet potato and the parsnip, because the parsnips have a peppery flavor, and we put those in some water to boil because the rutabaga is a harder root vegetable. That way, with the rutabaga, it can start to soften up a little bit in the water. So can the parsnips, and then as well as the sweet potato, if we have one. Remember, y'all, we didn't have a sweet potato for real, for real. We got to see if the church has one. So let me see what the chat is saying to you all. No problem. We didn't have one, but it's fine. Because guess what, y'all? I have a secret today. I also have a couple of red peppers, because you know how pickle relish has that red in it, Nikki? The everyday life of an OCD chick, because you grow red peppers in your backyard. Y'all, the everyday life of an OCD chick is a gardener right here in Maryland. She has a lot of dogs in her backyard, so don't go in there thinking you're going to eat good. I mean, you're going to eat good before you get eaten. Let's just say that, okay? Because she got German Shepherds, Delta, Nala, and their puppies who are big enough to do some damage, okay? So we got Matrell on the mission. Hey, Matrell, are you still in Egypt? Are you back? What are you doing? Y'all, Matrell is a chef, so I got to get my game up. Matrell, I'm trying to keep up with you, okay? If you all do not know Matrell on the mission, she's a lady who has several businesses. She's much like Skyline 21 today. So this is where Matrell on the mission, though, she is a website designer. Matrell, we are starting with the basics here at Skyline 21 Adult Day Center. That means we're going to be talking today just about a web presence, because when you're certified with the state, the way Skyline 21 is, you cannot simply just set up. You got to have certain parameters in place, right? But everybody can do a Google My Business page, because that's pretty much informational. That way you don't have to necessarily worry about privacy and security of people's information and all of that. All you're doing is putting your hours of operation out there, your services, and all of those things. So, y'all see Nikki, once I started talking about her dog, she's like, ruff, ruff. You barking for them. You know what? Don't go in Nikki's backyard, y'all. If y'all are in Maryland, make sure you call her up, be polite, come through the front door, not the back. The food is in the backyard. She has a wonderful food forest in her backyard. And not only is it full of food growing there, but it's beautiful. It's like, it's just so wonderful. So let's see what you all are saying, because Nikki, we were hoping for holy manna from the church in the form of a sweet potato, but this morning has been a morning and my sweet potato is at home. Now, yesterday, and usually I do put white potatoes and sweet potatoes in I'm just adding the lemon juice, y'all, while I talk. I do put white potato and sweet potato into my potato salad to make it colorful and nutritious and delicious. Keep in mind that it doesn't taste like a baked sweet potato. It doesn't taste like anything like a sweet potato. Now, let's see what Felicia Emery is saying. She says, yes, you have to be in order. Skyline 21 is on point. Look, I told y'all where I am, Skyline 21. So Emily Renee Thompson, I know you're down south in Georgia right now. You coming in? Come on in, because y'all, we got all the cute people on the screen right now. We got Emily Renee Thompson, and we have the director herself right here, Miss Chris, the director of Skyline 21. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Nikki is excited. We're saying good things about her garden, and Matrell on the mission is still in Egypt, as we see. She's telling us that the potato salad will be yummy. I told y'all she's not just a web designer. She's not just a beautiful face and an owner of many businesses, but she's a chef. Now, you are a business owner. So this is where we want to talk to you today about your web presence, because when we were here before, you told us, you said, look, there are several different ways to get this started. You don't just wake up and do it, right? And one thing that you have said, though, is that what we need here at Skyline 21 Adult Day Center is a web presence, because y'all are growing by leaps and bounds just by word of mouth. Tell us a little bit about right now what the word of mouth has brought to this location. Who are you all serving? How are you all getting it done? What's happening?
So the program was designed to serve senior citizens, but somehow we ended up serving homeless, and it's been the majority of our population. And surprisingly, most of the homeless have Medicaid. They have those major insurance companies like Anthem, Optima, Aetna, Molina, and they actually qualify.
So you're being reimbursed. So y'all know that means, in church you can talk about money, right? So because we know that we need your time, your talents, and your treasures, because the treasures are what keeps the operation going. Y'all have a heart for this, like you do, because again, you said let's use this location, and you have a talent for it. You got all the paperwork done, but the treasures. So tell us a little bit about serving the homeless and how that's been a blessing to this location and growing, because I heard that by word of mouth it's growing as well. Go
It
ahead.
is. It's growing tremendously. And one
Oh,
of the
Tati
things
says
that,
hello, by the way. He's in Romania.
hello, nice to meet you. It's growing tremendously. And we also just hooked up as being one of the headquarters of the food bank. So beginning on tomorrow, we'll be able to send out boxes of meals to homeless who come to the door.
So if I would have came tomorrow, I could have got a sweet potato, because y'all are now connected with the food bank.
We are now headquarters for one of the headquarters for Chesapeake.
Let's rewind. Not connected. You are one of the headquarters.
We have partners.
Y'all know that's a heavyweight. I don't know if any one of you are out there are familiar with how this works, to not just have a business, because again, we said Mitrell on a mission. She has several businesses, right? Getting people jobs. Gail at night, she's into cybersecurity and keeping us safe, right? In addition to letting you all know to click the like button and all those good things. But tell us about what that means for your status as headquarters. How will people discover you? Does the food bank tell people about you? Because it sounds to me that, like, without a website now, y'all gonna get a hookup.
We are. So the food bank, if you type in on the food bank, go to their website, you will see us listed as a partner. If you type in a zip code for Chesapeake, you'll see us first on the list. So we're providing produce, meats, canned goods, everything.
That's nice, because that way people have sustainable things that they can carry around. And Felicia Emery is saying, yes, Skyline 21 Adult Day Center is food bank approved. And what's her name? Mitrell on a mission, the web designer and business owner. She says, wow, there is so much need out there. Lifting people out of homelessness or helping them with meals is a monumental task.
Right.
And you all were doing this before you were connected with the food bank.
We were paying out of pocket. Providing meals and providing things and then I found out about the food bank. I decided to reach out and see if because I noticed it's such a need in Chesapeake zip code. I didn't know it was so many homeless.
I didn't either.
I thought you would know Portsmouth or Norfolk, but no, Chesapeake is a huge homeless area.
Yeah. You know what? So even though I'm a day late on that sweet potato, and I should have been here tomorrow instead of today, we're gonna have a good time with this potato salad today, because we do have a lot of food here to feed everybody. And it sounds like then Skyline 21 has a hack for us, y'all. If you do not have a website yet, because when you have a website, one of the main things that you have to do is definitely look at like accessibility compliance. Can everybody use this website? Does it when you click on something, does it have a description? So that's what accessibility is. Are there can the screen be enlarged for people with visual issues? So you always want to make sure you have that compliance. But if you do not have your own website, just being connected with a place like the food bank is a hack. They have all of those things. So you're listed, they have all of your services and what you provide, but you didn't have to do the legwork to make sure that, you have what everybody needs to access your website and get qualified and everything like that. Now, I see here in the chat, Tati is talking, and Tati has already put in hashtag health heroes. Y'all know we do several giveaways here. If you have not done what Felicia Emery has done and put in hashtag health heroes, put in hashtag health heroes, y'all. That's how you get it done. I'm going to put the lid on these onions. I think I explained that there's lime juice with the onions. That's going to give us a pickly flavor in the you like onions?
I love onions.
You love onions. Ooh. The juice I just put in, I'm about to squeeze out. Let me be careful here. All right. So tell us a little bit more then about Skyline 21 Adult Day Center and the privacy and security. Are there any part of privacy that you have to secure right now when you are accepting people? Is there a list? Is it public? Is it private? While you talk about that, I'm going to chop up this rutabaga so I can get it boiling.
So the details and information that we need for someone to become a member of Skyline, we need your Medicaid number, your date of birth, your social security number, everything that you would need for a federal government agency to be able to admit you. We take those. We have it secured, double locked. We keep it on a USB file so it can't be tracked down or traced. Nobody can't break in and take all your personal information and things like that nature. So
it is secure. It's one of those things where you have a level of security. And y'all, I'm using part of a rutabaga that I used yesterday. Remember I told you don't have to use a whole vegetable just because you have it. use some now. These are now later foods, okay? That's why root vegetables, they last a long time. Things like rutabagas, things like white potatoes, as y'all know. But the nice thing about rutabagas is chop it up, put it in the fridge, chop it up, get some more, and it's a now later food.
Okay.
So back to this security, you know, a lot of times people feel like there's okay, I'm just signing up. I don't know where my information is going. So what you're saying is that that level of security,
Right.
is it mandated by the state? Is it something that y'all are just doing because you're like, let me just do the right thing, not just because we're a faith-based ministry,
Right.
but because we have character.
Exactly.
How did you determine what level of security to offer?
Well, this isn't my first rodeo, so I also have group homes as well. So we know how to keep everybody's personal information, and we do go by the laws of the federal government. But being that this is my first rodeo, so that's how I knew how to keep everything. So you don't have to worry about your personal information getting out there, you getting hacked, and because people steal your information and buy a whole house.
Oh my goodness. Yes, people will steal your information about a lot of things.
Right.
I was eavesdropping. I'm a nurse, and I was eavesdropping yesterday at work because somebody was talking, and she was talking about her ex-husband or ex-partner or whatever he was, how they had not been together for 8 years, y'all. And he was out there trying to buy a car, and she was getting mail about his apartment, his car. I guess he had put her name down for something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because once you've been connected to people, not everybody's a health hero. Not everybody is an honest person.
Right.
We got all types of people. So like you're saying, your history of group homes and things like that are really helping. So, okay, I'll make sure I speak up as well. Because look, Everyday Life of an OCD chick is in here like, wow, ain't these folks something, y'all? It's a trip. All right, we're going to talk louder to make sure everybody can hear us. Y'all know I got a big mouth. You have a soft voice, so you can speak up, and I'll keep hollering. But y'all let me know if I'm hollering, and all of that good stuff. Did you have anything else to add about privacy and security, though?
No, pretty much we have that covered very well.
Nice. Look, no problems there. And
right,
we're not getting hacked. Nothing's happened. I do want to show people the size of these rutabagas because they're going to be about the same size as the white potato.
I've never cooked with those before.
You know what? Rutabagas have a similar flavor to potatoes. They complement them very well. So that's one of the reasons why we have them on here. So, again, like Gail at Night said, it's a now and later food. So I'm using about a half a rutabaga. And you can use this if you're using mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving, or if you're using, sorry, y'all, I'm moving the camera around, or if you're making this potato salad that I'm making today. So that's the nice part about this. It works. So I'm just going to put this into the pot, and I'm going to switch the camera back to us because Lashley's Journey, she is a health hero. And she's saying, I need to try those.
Right.
I don't know if I know Hands in the Dirt. I think I've seen him grow rutabagas before. And so I'm going to go ahead and put those into the pot. And you tell us a little bit about transparency and information. When you had to sign up for the food bank, how did that work with the information that they required you to give about? Did you have to release information about your clients?
I had to release information about my business, about myself. They did a full background check.
Speak up a little bit.
I had to release information about my business, about myself. They did a full background check to make sure that it would be a safe environment. They did an on-site inspection of the facility of the church because we are located at the church Monday through Friday. So they did a full inspection to make sure we had the proper storage space, the proper freezer and refrigeration space. So it was very detailed, in-depth, but it was worth it.
Nice. And that's good because people want to know that your facility is up to par. We all have heard these horror stories about different places, but it's very good to spread the good news because when people want to know, well, what's the right way to do things? How do I make sure that things are the way they should be? Of course, you'll hear a horror story like, Lord, they had 13 people and a 12 passenger. Okay, so just tell us, is that legal or not? Because it might be, So that's great. You gave them what they needed, and that's why they approved you. Now, what about parsnips? Let me ask you about parsnips because it looks like a carrot. It looks like a white carrot. It's right here. I have several of them. And so with our parsnips, we just want to know how many of y'all use parsnips, eat them, look.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of them. Okay. So I need somebody then, anybody, whether you're online or in person, somebody Google health benefits of parsnips because parsnips are a fave. It's a fruit or a vegetable. You want to get it in every spread, right? So somebody out there, anybody, Take your cell phone, whether you're watching online or whether you are watching here, you know, get your cell phone out. I'm going to get my vegetable peeler because you're going to treat these just like carrot, where you are going to peel it. I'll show you on the big screen. Lash's Journey, what? You ain't never heard of it. Now, y'all know Lash's Journey is from Jamaica. They got a lot of foods there. And so they got stuff there that we haven't heard of. But, you know, Matrell on a Mission is a chef. And so she says, I love parsnips and rutabagas. So, Matrell, if you are able to also give us anything, y'all, just this is what you Google: health benefits of parsnip, PAR snip, SNIP. Like you cut something a little teeny bit, parsnip. It looks like a carrot. I can't remember if it's in that family of carrots, but I don't think it is. I know it's a root vegetable because it grows underground like a carrot. And the flavor, it has a peppery type of flavor. So this is why it will be a great addition to a potato salad.
Okay.
You know how people will put the black pepper in there?
Mm-hmm.
It'll complement the onions and the black pepper.
Okay.
So I am going to cook this right along. Felicia Emery says she heard of it from ages ago. And Gail at Night has some information for us. Parsnips are high in fiber. They have a high fiber content. They may help you maintain regularity and reduce your blood cholesterol levels. So y'all, the everyday life of an OCD chick, I told y'all she got the garden in the back, got the guard dogs guarding the garden. And she says the fiber content of parsnips may help maintain regularity. Yep, reduce blood cholesterol levels. And parsnips also provide potassium and vitamin C, as well as B6, which is a folate. You know, your folate drugs, your folates are your B6, your B vitamins, excuse me. So folate is a B vitamin. So good news, good news. I'm going to cut these a little smaller, so that way they'll be smaller than the potato pieces. So that way they just give you those little bites of pepper. And it won't be so much pepper. It'll just be a flavor that y'all gonna be like, wait a minute, what's this? There's something good in here, okay? So once I get this chopped up, I'll add it to the water. And let's see what Danique Anthony is saying. He's from Jamaica as well, saying great day to everyone. Blessings to the Superfood parents, the chat, everybody tuned in. So those of you that are watching from Holy Temple Ministries, planning to add this to your Thanksgiving, because y'all know the holidays are coming up. Mm-hmm. That's why we're doing this, right? Danique Anthony, he says he's a health hero. Y'all keep putting it in. We're about to do the giveaway once we finish chatting on this section about the online presence. And look, Felicia Emery, you understand that, yes, the parsnip is like a wonder veggie. That's why we call them faves. Fruits and vegetables, every spread. This is how you become a health hero for your loved one. You eat as many fruits and vegetables because every one of them have a purpose. Mm-hmm. You know what? And can anybody in the room Google health benefits of rutabagas? RUTABAGAS. Health benefits of rutabagas. So if y'all can do that, and the people online, they will be putting in hashtag health heroes because we're about to do the giveaway. I'd like to hear more about Skyline 21 Adult Day Center and Google My Business. Do you have a Google My Business page yet?
Actually, do not.
You do not?
I do not.
All right.
So I need to get one. I've been saying I was going to get one set up. Mm-hmm. I need to do that, but we've been so bombarded that I haven't had a chance to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what? That's an epidemic. A lot of work and a little bit of help. That's an epidemic out here, right?
Right.
So we're going to talk about that right now. I'm going to put a splash of water in this pan. I'm going to turn it on so that these two can start boiling. And this way, once I put the lid on, I'm going to share the screen. Y'all, I have some filtered water. You know, we can't drink tap water no more. And they say if you drink it, boil it. And even then, you got to be scared and pray and speak in tongues. So what we're going to do is we just going to put a splash of water in there, enough to, I would say, cover it just a little bit. Mm-hmm. And that pot is on, it's boiling. And I'm not showing y'all the pot because we really wanted y'all to see the vegetables getting cooked. However, if you're watching from Holy Temple Ministries, y'all got that bird's eye view. Y'all got the pot, y'all got everything because they got a real camera person in here today. I ain't gonna talk about Pastor Jared Brinkley and the stellar job he's doing, but he is amazing. Thank you so much, Pastor, for helping us out. Let's see what the chat is saying. Gail at Night. Okay.
Question over here said that this parsnip tastes like a sweet potato.
Do parsnips taste like a sweet potato? To me, parsnips taste more like a radish. So they have that peppery flavor like a radish, or they have that peppery flavor like, I'm trying to think of another food. I'm just going to put some celery in at the very end for some crunch. So I'll be slicing those up. And I'm trying to think of another peppery flavor. Fennel, I think. I'm trying to remember like what else it tastes like. Fennel maybe. But yeah, let's thank you for that question. We have another question. Yes. Parsnips can be eaten by themselves. They can add a flavor. They can be added to a food, or you can roast them. You know, a lot of times with these root vegetables, people do eat them in combination. That means they will. You know how you'll take potatoes, carrots, and celery, and you might just roast them together. You know, so that's how people will do parsnips a lot of times. They don't usually eat them just by themselves, but some people do. And it depends on, but most people, a lot of times, are very, very popular ways people will add them to stews as well.
Okay.
Stews and whatnot. So that's another good way. Let's see what they're saying in the chat. Gail at Night says rutabagas contain powerful components that help fight inflammation, prevent premature aging, y'all. So look, if you want to be young and cute, y'all see Chris, she's 97. Chris is 97 and a half. And she been eating whole foods, and this is what it's done. Lord, I'm lying in the church. Oh, this is not the church today. This is Skyline 21. So I can tell that little white lie.
Business day.
Yeah, this is the business day. And you know what? And Matrell on the mission did say that these look like these kind of give you that radish flavor as well. So let's finish up with the rutabagas though. They help fight inflammation. So for y'all complaining about your back, your neck, and your back, you ain't got to do that no more, okay? We can help it out. Prevent premature aging, and they're associated with a reduced risk of certain cancers. So that means you're going to have a less chance of encountering cancers. And that's where the phytonutrients in all of these foods is the fiber. Y'all, when I tell you fiber goes through your system, and it will clean up some things. It has like little scrubbers. Okay, that's the best way I can describe fiber. Now, I also have a couple of little cute peppers. These are just for color as well as for nutrition. So, of course, everything that we put in, we try to make sure we know why we're doing it. If y'all are not connected on LinkedIn to Holy Temple Ministries, y'all know Gail at Night has put the link in there for y'all. Speaking of being connected. So let's see here what Gail at Night also said. Rutabagas are a hearty vegetable. So a lot of people use these in stews as well, packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Remember, anything that grows out of the ground has antioxidants. That means that's how you stay young. You know how you cut an apple or a potato and they get brown if you don't put it in the water? That browning is oxidation. So when you're eating food, it's like when you're eating these whole foods, it's like adding that lemon juice to your apples to keep them from getting brown. That's how you're keeping those wrinkles away. That's how you like 97 and a half looking like you 32. So yeah, that's how that happens, y'all. And remember, the person that's 97 and a half is not me, it's Chris. So let's finish up with what you all are saying here, because the Everyday Life of an OCD chick is saying that parsnips have a nutty, earthy flavor. So if you're trying to figure out, well, what do those parsnips taste like? I would say that too, a nutty flavor, sort of, because when they're raw, they're way more peppery. As you cook them, the flavor gets milder. It's not as strong. So I will say that. Why is Nikki over there laughing? Tell us a little bit, y'all, about Google My Business. Does anybody have a Google My Business page out there? Because I'm going to share the screen right now of a Google My Business starter page. Like, this is where you would start. If you don't have a Google My Business page and you want to be listed, this is something that you could be compliant with. You won't have to worry about privacy and all of those things. So this is where you would just type in Google My Business Profile Manager. And you know they will help you by filling in some of that information. So that's the nice part about that. If any of you out there have a Google My Business page, put it in the chat. We'll look it up. We'll see what yours says. But have you ever been to this page right here, Chris?
Yes, I have.
You've been there. You just got to get it finished, right?
I do.
You got to find somebody to either get it done or what have you. So what are your hours of operation here? Because I know you said Monday through Friday. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We provide transportation to and from this facility if you don't have transportation.
Got it.
So, yeah.
Wait, let me ask you this about transportation then, because, this here, the Google My Business site, this will help people to know what services you offer I'm trying to figure out. Now, she fires, you might know this because you do more things than just carry a firearm, right? So you might know this information. As a mom, y'all all know, though, that this information is for informational purposes only. None of this is medical advice, right? Or financial advice, because we're getting into money and all those things. So if anybody can let us know if you're aware of, can we list our transportation as services on our Google My Business page?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you can.
Mm-hmm.
So you already know all this stuff. We just got to get it done. Y'all, we need a volunteer out there. We need somebody with some skills and some time and some talent to come through for Skyline 21 Adult Day Center, because they are, not only are they the headquarters for the food bank right now, you're helping the homeless. You're getting people fed every day. You're getting activities to people. I'm looking at the list over there. Y'all, they got a full schedule on the whiteboard. They are in here at 8 in the morning. They got a sign in. They got coffee. They got breakfast. They got current events. They've got group discussions. They've got outing. Now today I'm here, so they got cooking with the chef. You know what I mean? But it's like, and they even have the cleaning schedule on there. So if you would like to help pack up, clean up, but if you have any internet skills, offer your services. Look, Tati Petita says you don't use the Google My Business. So you don't use it either, huh? Let me do this. Let's go ahead and do our Faves 100 giveaway. How much time do you have, Chris? Like, we don't want to hold you hostage, but you tell me.
I got about 1 minute.
1 minute. So y'all, we're going to do our Faves 100 giveaway. That means if you have already put in hashtag Health Heroes, then we're going to roll your name and hopefully you get in the winning. So she fires. I'm saying that, girl, so you can win. Okay, so get in there, put in hashtag Health Heroes the way Felicia Emery has done and everyone else. Thank you so much, Nikki. She says, I love that knife. Y'all know this is the only knife I use. My Cutco knife is my go-to.
I've been staring at it since we've been sitting here.
This is the safest knife ever. I've had this about 20 years.
What?
Yeah, the same knife. And I used to eat meat and everything. So, of course, I was cutting meat with it and all of that kind of stuff. So with this particular knife, it's just been wonderful.
Okay.
I'll just say that. I can't say enough about it. Cutco, they have stellar products. I used to sell Cutco because I've done a lot of consumer direct businesses. Avon, Cutco, Primerica, all those types of businesses where you got to go out, Tupperware and stuff. I didn't do Tupperware, but I did Avon. So Cutco, you had to get your starter kit. This knife was in the starter kit.
Okay.
They call it a spreader or a spatula spreader. But I found that it works very well for cutting everything. Like, it's sharp enough, but it does not cut me. So that's another thing that I noticed. Even pressing hard, like on a rutabaga, if I tried to cut the rutabaga, then and it slipped, I wouldn't get nicked. I would feel like, oh, dang, I think I felt that. And every blue moon, I've seen a drop of blood. But so I kept this because with children, they can use it. They can safely use it. So yes. All right, y'all. We are going to pull in the superfoodparents.com. Y'all, if you're looking to find that, you go to superfoodparents.com, or if you just put in superfood parents, just Google it, superfood, because y'all know these vegetables are superfoods. Then what you do is you put that in. I don't know what's going on with this page, y'all. I'm gonna redo it so y'all can see what's happening, because it looked like I was rigging it up. Put in superfood parents, and you will see like YouTube channel. You will see website. Please follow the YouTube channel and tell other people, because we are looking to increase our viewership. So I'm putting in Health Heroes, so that way. Did that answer your question, by the way, Kimberly? Let me know. Okay, good. So y'all see, that's why I had to show that to y'all, so y'all can see that not just She Fires, but all 7 of you are in here. So when I'm going to turn these down and cut my potato up, so that when I say who is today's health hero, you will when you will say and go, okay? And then we'll draw.
Okay. So
everybody out there, who will be today's Phase 100 hero?
And go.
All right, so we got Tati C. Petita, Anania, Felicia Emery, She Fires, Tati C. Petita, Danique Anthony, Anania, Danique Anthony, She Fires, Felicia Emery, Danique Anthony, Tati C. Petita, Anania. Congratulations to you. She is a winner today. Y'all see her? Congratulations. Y'all give her a hand clap out there. Give her a hand clap. Thank you. We got a drawing on the screen. That we pulled up. And once they put their words in, and y'all, I wasn't even looking. at there. I was not looking at my hands. I can safely cut with this knife. I told y'all it's good, right? So we have a winner. So congratulations to you, Anania. Definitely fill out the winner circle form so that we can send you our pasta suppers book, because we do have that book coming out. Okay. These potatoes have already been washed, and so that's why I'm just chopping them up. But we got the congratulations coming in from a Trail on a Mission and the Everyday Life of No CDS chick, as well as Tati C. Petita and She Fires. Before you leave, can you please congratulate Anania on her Faves Hero giveaway?
Congratulations.
All right, we got a congratulations from the director herself of Skyline 21 Adult Day Center. And you know what? Anania wins a lot. I don't know. Some people, they just have a winning streak. I don't know what it is. Y'all know here at Skyline, they will play bingo for some cash. So look, you said we do, right?
Yeah.
So this is a winning space right here.
It is.
So I like that. We got people winning in the room. We got people winning online. That's what's up. Wait a minute. I don't see bingo on there today. Is there bingo?
They had bingo yesterday, and they won Prada bags.
Prada bags.
Pink Victoria's Secret pink bags. It was like an overnight bag. So jewelry,
all the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
So I know you are the headquarters for the food bank, and we can find you when we look at. Do we look at Southeastern Virginia Food Bank? Is there a certain website we go to?
No, you can just type in food bank, and you can type in the zip code that you're in, and if you're in Chesapeake, it will bring us up correct.
Nice. So again, without a Google My Business page, without a website, without a Facebook page, that's how you get your web presence on and popping, and you be known worldwide.
Right.
Absolutely magnificent. Chris, you're doing a beautiful job. I know that Pastor Jerry Brinkley, you say you're trying, right?
Yeah.
I know you do have encouragement from Holy Temple Ministry here with Pastor Jerry Brinkley and First Lady Brinkley, but we know that you are also putting your hand to the plow and getting the work done.
Yes.
So thank you for helping us out. We are going to say goodbye to Miss Chris right after we start our plant-based treat video, because for those of you who are just coming in and wondering, why are they cooking potato salad at Skyline 21? We want to show you what this recipe looks like, all done, all together. So here is the potato salad recipe in 2 minutes. All right, Chris, take care.
Thanks.
Potato salad.
I have about 8 potatoes. I'm just going to cube them up. Potatoes help you have the healthy bones and heart with their iron, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, vitamin B6, vitamin C, fiber, and potassium.
Cover and boil for 8 to 10 minutes until it's almost soft.
It's really good. It's like...
Why? It tastes like eggs are in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you some more. An egg substitute for my potato salad. Got about a cup of water, and I'm going to add some of my bouillon. Take out like a tablespoon. Potatoes also have folate, which helps with cell repair and prevents DNA mutations that may lead to cancer. Half a teaspoon of curry. We're going to chop up our tofu. Make sure you get the super firm. Curry has a variety of anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric, coriander, and chili powder. Tofu is full of isoflavones, which reduce the risk of heart disease, breast cancer, and osteoporosis. Just add all of the tofu in here.
Remove the cooked potatoes from the water.
About a teaspoon of salt, or more, like 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Let's add the condiments.
I'm going to start with the mustard because you just put a good squeeze, like 2 teaspoons. About 3 tablespoons to start of the veggies, 2 tablespoons of relish.
Gently mix in the condiments.
About 1/4 of an onion. Onions are full of vitamin C for fighting colon, prostate, and lung cancers. So this is what the black salt looks like. Black salt has antioxidant properties, and it's surprisingly low in sodium. It has iron, calcium, magnesium, and reduces heartburn and bloating. Why are you moving your spoon like that? You trying to dip it in again? I see you. All right.
Do you have any hot dogs with this?
Y'all, we are back. And Miss Chris, are you stepping out? You staying in?
Yes, I'm gonna step out.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Oh, thank you all. Thank you. So for those of you that are here with us, let me tell you something. Miss Chris was here chatting with us and y'all missed it. We were talking directly to the Holy Temple Ministries audience because they're over here on this side. So we got people all over the place watching here, watching there, watching everywhere. And Tati C. Petita is saying yummy. Now here's the thing though. Remember yesterday I was telling y'all I was dancing. I was like, oh yeah, this food's so good. We're gonna find out for real. Is it really yummy? Okay. So make sure y'all definitely connect to Superfood Parents if you have not. But also, and don't worry, y'all, we're going to pick up everything and throw it away later. I always drop a few things here and there. I'm going to go ahead and put some of these potatoes in. If you have not connected to Holy Temple Ministries, connect. Get yourself together. There's a LinkedIn link right there. So that way you all can get connected. There's no excuse, okay? So I'm going to grab a couple of handfuls and I'm going to drop it right into the pot. And then I'll add more water just to cover it. And remember, we are not cooking the red peppers or the celery. They're chopped really fine. It'll give you a nice crunch. So Sec Amethyst, the lioness of videography, thank you for being here because you all have one view, Sec Amethyst. Some people, they have an amazing view, whereas Pastor Jerry Brinkley here at Holy Temple Ministries is giving them the view of the pot as well as a cutting board, as well as a scene, everything, right? But, you know, Second Amethyst, you probably know how to do all of that. I just know how to do the basics. Like, let me just put it here and let me let it stay still. Some people have those cameras that even follow them. I don't have that. Again, I ain't that fancy. You know what? She Fires is saying this looks so tasty. It really is tasty, and you all can discover which Fave's hero you are. I'm going to cover these potatoes with some water. I'll turn it back up, and then I'll go ahead and add just a couple more potatoes. So that way, if we got more people that want to try it, they can. People make a big deal about potato salad. It's super easy, y'all. It's super basic. Once you cut the potatoes and you just boil them, all you're doing at that point is just tossing in a few other things. Now, in my case, I cut up not just potatoes and boil them, but I also cut up the parsnips. I also cut up the rutabaga because those give us so many nutrients. Y'all heard it. And if you didn't, make sure you Google it if you missed it, right? I'm going to stir these so that they are covered in the water. Oh, thank you, Sec Amethyst. She says, I absolutely love it. Girl, I'm so happy to see you here. Because y'all going to see, yesterday, again, I was tasting this and dancing. Because, you know, if the food is good, you got to dance a little bit. But my kids, I said, okay, I'll make this for home. And my kids have violin and they play violin, harp, and y'all know that, piano. I always say that, violin, harp, and piano. So my kids yesterday, I said, okay, I have to send the violin teacher something. I usually do send her something because she's there doing lessons half hour at a time for about 3 hours after she teaches the orchestra at school. So the lady is busy. She's exceptionally talented, and she herself plays violin, harp, and piano. She's quite proficient. And I said, okay, I got to make potato salad for the kids and this teacher, but they never tell me how the teacher liked everything. They never say, oh, the violin teacher liked this or the violin teacher liked, no, they don't even tell me anything. I just got to guess and hope that things went the right way. So today at Skyline, we got some live witness accounts. These people are going to say, Quita, that was nasty, or girl, that was good. You know, they're going to tell us the truth. So remember, we're in church, even though we're at Skyline Adult Day Center, we are located inside of Holy Temple Ministries in Chesapeake, Virginia. So it won't be any lies told today about the food. Not only that, but you know, if your food nasty, people will tell you. Because they might not say it, but they're gonna start stirring it around on the plate. They're gonna start moving real slow. Stuff gonna start accidentally hitting the floor. So we don't want that today. Okay, we want everybody to enjoy what we are preparing. I'm gonna put the lid on this, and then I am going to get into the tofu. For those of you that have tried tofu, let me know what you've had. Let me know how you've had it, because this is the super firm. It's organic. You know, I told you 80% of the soybeans in the United States are grown to feed cows, pigs, like livestock that they're going to make into burgers or pork or bacon or whatever. When they make soybeans for people to eat, they try to do the organic soybeans. So that's why we're having this. Organic means non-GMO. This has a non-GMO sticker on it, means it's not genetically modified. Y'all know there's a lot of people nowadays that cannot have children. They're having difficulty conceiving And it's not just the women, it's the men on both sides. There are a lot of issues and difficulties. That's because of the genetic modification. That's because of the pesticides in the foods, the genetic modification. That's what's making them different, unfortunately, for us. So this is what the tofu looks like. It's just a white block. And this one does not have any water, a lot of water. That's why I get the super firm, because you don't have to worry about that water. So I'm going to switch this over the camera so that you all can see on the big screen this particular tofu. And what we'll do is we'll show you as we chop it how easy it is to just get it going. You know what, Felicia Emery, if you've never tried tofu, I'm going to show you and Sec Amethyst, who needs to learn how to season it. I'm going to show you 2 ingredients that'll bless your soul. Okay, so this way, all you need is this particular ingredient, the liquid aminos, and I'm going to show you all at Holy Trinity as well. We ain't gonna leave y'all out. Liquid aminos are like a soy sauce, however, it's low sodium. So this means you don't have to, you get the salty flavor, but you don't get that sodium. So that's good. Oh, you know what? Do y'all have any mustard here at the church? Okay, I'd like a little bit of mustard, please, because what I like to do is just cut this into cubes, and I like to put on it a little bit of oil, a little bit of liquid aminos, and a little bit of mustard. I mix those 3 together so that they can soak into the tofu and it gives it a flavor. Because tofu is like rice or grit, where it's flavorless and you just do something with it. The texture reminds you of deli meat. And so I say that from, that's not my saying. There's a lady, a friend of mine, she was in the chat earlier, Emily Renee. That was her description. Also my niece, she said, oh, it tastes like deli turkey. Like that was the texture for her as well. So just to let you know now, y'all know I'm familiar with meat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You ain't full of bubblegum at all. Y'all, there's a saying here that they've coined, you full of bubblegum. And the lady that coined that saying, she just handed it to me. I heard she won big yesterday on bingo, so I'm gonna ask her to hit up $5 after I'm done. But anyway, so as y'all see, we're just chopping this into cubes, and I am going to also let you all taste it before we put it into the potato salad. Okay, what we're going to do today is we are going to use black salt. Black salt gives you an egg flavor, and it has that sulfur smell and taste because black salt comes from the volcanic regions where they have those volcanoes, and you know, volcanoes have that sulfur fragrance, odor, smell. I don't know how else to say it. Okay, but here we go with the tofu. I'm going to put into this container here. I've just got a takeout container that I use, whatever you can use to fit the tofu into. I'm going to put a splash, maybe 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos. So I've got that going in here, the liquid aminos. And if you put too much or too little, it's fine. I usually put too much or too little, and I just adjust it later. I put a squeeze of mustard, and I do that because I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. I find that olive oil, you know how when you're seasoning meat, you feel like the oil makes the seasoning stick? That's the reason why I do a little bit of olive oil. Now, I do have my seasoned olive oils from, what's the lady's name? Impulse olive oil, but I'm just using the regular old, just the virgin olive oil. You don't have to have anything special. You know, I don't use canola oil when I can help it because it's already I do have canola oil in my vegetarian mayonnaise, and canola oil is not a good oil to use. But look, when you use the bad stuff, that's when you just pray over and hope for the best, right? So I put about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of the olive oil in here. And then I stir it so that it mixes up, because as you see, it's just like a little slurry. I just mix it up. And then the mustard helps to emulsify or combine the oil and the liquid aminos. That's why the mustard is there. Because if you're making a vinaigrette where you're putting in like salt, sugar, oil, and vinegar, that's what you do. You add the mustard to combine those. All right, y'all, here we go. The tofu is going in, and in about 10 seconds, you all will be able to taste this and say, oh, that's what that's like. And that way y'all can hear from the audience. So like Felicia Emery, who's never tried it, she'll be able to hear from the people that are present today what it's like. The last thing I'm going to add to it, though, is the black salt. Black salt is actually pink. So when you look at this container, you see how now this is a black salt container, but right there at the bottom, you can see through the container, it's pink. It's pink, right? So that's That's just, and I don't know how well we can get it on this camera, but y'all see it ain't black. That's the long and short of it. So I'll put a little bit of that in it. That way it gives it that egg flavor. It gives it the taste, because you smell it, you'll taste it. And so good to see you here, Coach Mary Ma. Y'all know we got our Nigerians. Well, she's from Cameroon, but you know, she said they're next to Nigeria, and they're partners, they're friends, they're loved ones. So hey, I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon of the black salt, and then I'm just going to stir it a little bit. Let me find a spoon. There we go. I got a spoon, and I'm just gonna press this down so that we can get it flavored. And then I'm going to put some in the bowl, and you all can, I don't know if y'all have forks. Chantel, is she in here? Yeah, if we have any forks, so that way if y'all want to kind of, you know, let people in the studio audience taste this and say what it's like, what they think about it. Are they surprised? Is it what they thought it was? You know, how many of y'all out there are scared to taste this? Just be honest. Y'all can be honest. Uh-oh. She full of bubblegum, y'all. She full of bubblegum, y'all. Okay, so let's see. No, this is just the tofu right now that I'm talking about. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Is there somebody that can take this bowl around so that people can try it? And just like you can put a piece on a fork for people to try. That way people aren't, you know, don't have to dip. If you can just put a piece on a fork and hand it to them. You know what I mean? Okay, y'all, we got Pastor Brinkley is working. Let me tell y'all something about Holy Temple Ministries, because y'all know I'm at the church. I'm probably using the blessed and holy anointing oil, right? That is what they used to put on us too, that olive oil, when we would get they would lay hands on us for prayer. Yes, ma'am. So you got to use that in church. So basically, y'all, I'm gonna add a little bit more so I can put some more tofu in here. Basically, y'all, I did have my coffee this morning, my rolljava.com. Look, they in here serving up lunch. They got sandwiches that go with this potato salad. Let me turn these potatoes off because I think they're about done. So, okay, so let me hear what y'all are thinking about the tofu. It tastes like what? It tastes like luncheon meat, she says. It does taste like lunch. Right, isn't it something? Because it's like, now come here, please. I want you to take this piece here and notice how it tastes like zero. It tastes like absolutely nothing. If you just get it plain. Yep, get that piece. It's gonna just taste like you just chewing. Isn't it interesting? Just that little bit of flavor ramped it up, right? Huge difference. So she says it tastes like luncheon meat. Anybody else out there? Hey, Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters. Pastor Brinkley, did you try it? Tell us what you're thinking. Because, you know, Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters is here in the building. She's cooking all the time. And she's Nigerian. She's from Nigeria. So her and Coach Mary, so you could say it tastes like luncheon meat too. Nice. It's a little salty because of the liquid aminos. But you know what? It tastes salty, but the nice thing is the sodium is quite low. For example, the sodium on this is 310 milligrams for a teaspoon, whereas it would be higher in a teaspoon of salt, way higher. So, okay, I got my Nigerians in the building, Little Ruby's Daycare, Coach Mary Ma from Cameroon, and we about to get Sec Amethyst over here. She need a jetpack or something, y'all, so she can come over and taste it, is what she's saying. Y'all, I'm sorry, Holy Temple Ministries. The people that are virtually watching, this is why y'all need to call in sick when the chef is coming so y'all can taste, okay? But here we go. Yep, it is tofu. Yes, child, that anointing oil hooked it up. She needs to try it. Okay. Oh, she was writing it down what it is. Okay. And you know, they say that this tofu, it puts the brakes on cancer. And you know, it's a very affordable solution to meat. If you want to add something to a dish, you can put this in the air fryer, you can saute it, you can roast it, and it holds its texture. But it's this one particular one, it's the super firm. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Your salt went away. Nice. It's tasty. It's good for you. you. I appreciate that. Chantel, did you taste it? Yeah, look, get a fork and try a piece. Please, please, please. Thank you so much. You love this lipstick. This is the tofu. This is the super firm tofu. Yep. And let me know what you taste. Like what it's like to you. Oh, you know what? I should have. You said it tastes like a piece of meat.
It tastes like lunch.
They're saying it tastes like, and Little Ruby's Daycare says tofu is delicious. And y'all know where to find the spices. Thank you so much, Gail at Night, for dropping the link. All right, y'all, this is all about to come together because all I got to do now is open up this mayonnaise, and this is the non-dairy mayonnaise. I use Vegenaise. I told y'all though, it uses canola oil, so you just got to pick your battles. Either you're going to use this or you're going to use that. So I'm going to put the potatoes in a bowl. Now, I do apologize in advance because y'all know that potato salad is always better the second day. Y'all know Hellman's has a non-dairy. Hellman's has a vegan mayonnaise too. So you try. Everybody loves Hellman's, right? Yes. So Hellman's is a good one. So all I'm going to do now is put this together like I would. Where's my bowl? Here it is. Like I would any other potato salad. So, you would normally put in the potatoes. In this case, we have potatoes, rutabagas, and parsnips. Oh, Felicia Emery says, okay, I just tried tofu for the first time here at Skyline 21. Not a fan. Thank you for being honest. But it may be an acquired taste. So also let us know what it tastes like to you. Because, people are saying, well, it tastes like deli meat to me, or it tastes like this. Let us know what it tastes like to you, because we've had several people say, it tastes like a piece of meat, but I know it's not meat, right? So what was it like for you? Was it because you knew it wasn't meat, or was it because just, I don't know, you tell us. Probably because you knew it wasn't meat. If somebody had blindfolded you and just put it in a dish, it would have been like, oh, okay, we're just eating. Because, most people don't eat it just plain. The same way you wouldn't just pick up a piece of turkey and just eat that one thing, like the same way y'all have it on a sandwich. So a lot of times people will put it in with something else. You can slice it so that it's in pieces that will go on a sandwich, that you can layer on a sandwich. You can also cube it the way I'm doing it, and you can add it to things. I will a lot of times create pinwheels with it, or sandwiches. Trying to think what else I use it in. If I'm making a soup or something like that, I can also add it to that. So spaghetti, I sometimes add it to my lasagna. Yes, that's how I use it. Hey, DJ is in there chatting it up with Coach Mary Ma. Y'all know everybody loves Coach Mary Ma. If y'all don't know Coach Mary Ma, go on over there because she's so fun. And Little Ruby's Daycare is saying it's not meat or like meat to me. It's just tofu. So, I guess she says it's in its own category. So that's the reason why, she just enjoys it the way it is, huh? Let's see who else has said anything. Y'all let me know if you have anything else to add. Yeah, look at Gail at Night and Coach Mary Ma chatting it up. I appreciate that. Let's see what, while you all are checking out our website at superfoodparents.com, let's see what She Fires has to say, because she has a comment in here. She said she likes tofu, but not everyone knows how to prepare it right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a second take from Miss Felicia. Once we get this tofu in with the potatoes and the rutabaga and the parsnips, we'll see what she thinks, if she feels like it all came together well. And like I said, this is not a good representation because the potato salad will be warm. I know most people eat their potato salad cold. And so one way to mitigate that is we just stir and let some of the steam come out, and we try to, just let it cool off just a touch, and I'll add some of our other vegetables to it. As we finish up, let's see what else you all are saying out here in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Also, as you text FAVES, FAVES, which means fruits and vegetables every spread, text FAVES to 757-231-3949. That way you all can get alerts. You can stay in the loop. Y'all, I am collecting here my celery and my red peppers, and I'm going to add them to the bowl, okay? Because remember, that's going to give us a little bit of a different texture. That'll give us a little bit of crunch. Now, y'all know, for some of y'all that might be like me, got 3 good teeth left, you can't eat too many crunchy foods at a time. You like, I ain't gonna eat a big salad. I'll eat a small one, but it takes too long to chew because it takes me too long, right? I grew up on that 1980s food that was doing me wrong. So that being said, I chop these finely, right? So that way they will incorporate really nicely and just get in there. So we've got all of our peppers and celery. That was like 3 stalks of celery too. Y'all do not be afraid to add your vegetables because you see, once you chop them, they get so small, right, that they just incorporate into the dish. I'm going to stir these in a little bit, and then I'm going to add the onions, because remember, the onions are in that lime juice. That onions and lime juice is what's going to give us another crunch, another layer of flavor, but it's also the lime juice is what's going to make our breath not so oniony. It'll take down that onion flavor too. So I'll take them out of this container and I'll put them in there. Now I'm going to be careful so I don't put too much lime juice, but they've soaked up quite a bit of lime juice. So y'all see it pouring out a little bit as I put it over the pot, the lime juice, because it was higher. It was a lot higher in here, but we do want a little bit of lime juice because that's going to give us that pickly flavor. So here we go. I'm just going to add a little bit of this. I'll put this on the cutting board so that way y'all can kind of see how much we're adding. And I'll bring this to the big screen for those of you wondering how much is what is happening, right? What is going on here? So here we go. Let's, look, this screen is frozen. What's going on? Up here on the main screen is frozen. Over here on the little screen, it does not look frozen. So we'll see if it unfreezes. I don't even know why it's frozen. Maybe it's because we haven't looked at it in a while. I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'll turn it back on, and maybe that will reset it. We'll see what happens. Yep, that reset it all right. So now I'm just going to scoop some of these onions in. Oh, it didn't reset it over here on the big screen. Oh goodness, you all let us know if y'all can see it out there on the live stream. I chopped up a whole onion and I'm going to put in just about the whole onion as well. Because you don't want to be afraid to add a whole vegetable to your dish. It's all chopped up. It'll get incorporated. It'll be nice when you're eating the whole dish together. You won't feel like you're just constantly eating onions. I will say that. Is anybody out there scared of onions? Just let me know and I'll slow down on them. Too late though, but I'll slow down. So I'm going to just bring it back over here to the other screen because I can't tell if it's frozen or not. And we're in overtime, y'all. So we got to hurry up. We got to hurry up so they can tell us, is this good or is LaQuita just making this up? What's going on? You can smell it. Nice. So now that we've got this in here, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'll show you all because, potatoes do take a lot of salt. So I will show you all the 2 seasonings that I tend to use on this. Lord, I sure hope I have them. Did they run? Oh, you know what? They're on the front of the cart right down here. I see them. Here it is. It's this one. Thank you so much, because that's the other mayonnaise I did want to show. And I had another one, a yellow bottle. Here it is. The Goya. We can leave that there. So I'm going to show you all over there at Holy Trinity. Y'all know I use these 2 all the time. The Holy Temple. Thank you. Not Holy Trinity. We don't know them. Go. So we got the Sazon Complete, and we got our Goya Adobo in the yellow bottle. Sazon Complete is in the green bottle. The adobo, we'll put about a half a teaspoon of that one, and then the Sazon Complete, about a half a teaspoon of that one. But remember, potatoes do take a lot of salt, so don't feel like this is too much salt. Remember, that's the whole point of having all these foods together, because they work to, like, the fiber in all these different foods is going to work to distribute those things that we feel like, oh, I don't want too much of that. It'll slowly distribute those things, okay? Also, remember, there's a lot of water in our vegetables. So this is where we're also going to be like, oh, okay, so I can really have this. Here we go. Let's just add some mayo. And thank you for that mustard, because I'm also going to add a dollop of that mustard. So I'm putting in 3 tablespoons of mayo based off the amount of potatoes that I have today. I'm going to put in a big squeeze of mustard, which turns out to be about a teaspoonful, a huge teaspoonful. So thank you. The Everyday Life of an OCD Chick and Coach Mary Moss says all the ingredients already make for a delicious meal. Yes. And people like to see that mustard in their potato salad as a, it helps with the color. But keep in mind that mustard is a very powerful sauce. It's one of those things where it's not like ketchup. Ketchup is messing us up because it has the salt and the sugar in it. But the mustard is a way safer sauce. So it's like, this is okay for us as well. Maybe that's why they keep making all these references to the good things, like, have the faith of a mustard seed because it's a powerful thing. Okay. So it relieves cramps. It does. You're right. You're so right, because with muscle cramps, yes, salt. It's something about the mustard. If you got those muscle cramps, put a drop of mustard on your tongue. My husband, when he played football in high school, they would tell him to do that. And I've done it before overnight when I had a Charlie horse. I had to do it. Like, woo, I know. So now we need do we have a clean fork? Is this one clean or no?
Yes.
And if it's not, I'm gonna just pray over and hope for the best. Oh, we didn't add tofu. Let me add this last ingredient and we're done. Okay. We are done. I knew there was something missing. Y'all don't let me do that again. Say that again now. This here? Yeah, this is like your egg. Yeah, that's why you have this part, because this is like your egg substitute. So I don't know if you all smelled it when I was passing it around. It had an egg fragrance to it. Yep, that black salt gives it the egg flavor. And black salt is a nutritious salt, but it is still salt. So we put it on there for the flavor. And all right, y'all. Now we're going to get a real taste test. Who wants to go first, Pastor Brinkley? Is it going to be you again?
Yeah.
All right. He says he'll do it. So this, you don't see any pickles, correct? Right. The lime juice and the onions gives it that pickle taste. And you taste it more tomorrow, because on the first day, you don't taste it as much. I will say that. So, and I might need to add something because I have not tasted this. I like to taste a little bit and try to see, but sometimes I just put it together and, we just test it. So I have a bowl. You still have a fork, or you need a new one?
Oh, you want me to taste it?
Yes, this is for you to taste.
Why you give me so much?
You know what? There's a little bit, but you're right. That is a big taste, because if I need to adjust the seasonings, look, Tati Si Petita and all the way in Romania says I can smell it. Y'all, Pastor Brinkley is off camera. Zach Amethyst wants to go first. I don't know. Dun, dun, dun. What does it need? He says it's good, but does it need anything? Does it need a pinch of sugar? Because I tend to put a pinch of sugar in mine. You put it. Deacon Emery, y'all. Deacon Emery over there saying people trying to put in their requests, y'all. I don't know. We're going to let some other people try it as well, so we can see if they are ready for the super clap sign off. Say that again. Okay. What does it do? It need a pinch of sugar? Let me know. I'm gonna put a little bit, because I usually do put. I'm not gonna lie. I do put sugar in mine. I'm gonna put a little bit. I do. And I do have some organic cane sugar, not beet sugar. I have some, and you can get some, whichever way you want to do it. Right. This is just a little sugar. You know how you put a little sugar in your potato salad and then stir it up. Woo, y'all almost took down the whole bowl of potato salad. That would have been terrible. Only the pastor and the wife would have been able to taste it. Y'all would have thought it was a setup. Does it need more mayo or anything? Okay, she says she doesn't think so. Y'all, we're gonna see if we're ready for this. All right, bring a bowl and bring a bowl. Is this yours? All right, y'all. We got Miss Felicia Emery that just tasted this whole food and said, "No, that ain't for me." We're going to see how she makes out with it all together. So I'll just hand it to me, and I'll start filling them up and putting them out. That's good. Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
Thank you. All right. So y'all can let us know if it needs anything. So far, the pastor's wife said it was fine for her. Yep. And then you can pass those two out. Okay. And then I'll take another bowl from you. Thank you, ma'am. All right. So what you think, Miss Felicia? Tell me now what you say. What about all together? The overall dish is good, Felicia says. Y'all, it's time to turn my clap music up. I'll take another bowl. Thank you. All right, what are y'all hearing out there from the crowd? Let us know, because y'all know Coach Mary Ma said the plates are ready. And of course, y'all know what to do. Go to superfoodparents.com. We have our opportunities page. So I'm going to turn the music up because it is time for our super clap sign off. So far, I'm getting some positive results, which means people are saying, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Even sorry about the part on the side. Even Felicia Emery, she says, I'm still not a fan of the tofu, but oh, you know what, Felicia, let me ask you this. With the tofu, do you taste it separately, or do you just know it's there and that's why you taste it?
I tasted it
Mhm.
separately.
But I mean, in this dish right now, I'm saying, are you just eating it all together? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Y'all see, this is why I tell people, it'd be way better cold, right? Because warm, I'm greedy. I like my food hot and cold. Yes, thank you all for clapping it up. And thank you so much, Felicia, for the review. We like when people are honest and just honest. She's like, I'm still not a fan of this tofu, but overall the dish is good. So if this showed up at a party and it was cold, you might say, oh, this is great, Yes, you said what now? Exactly. So y'all hear that? Wait, say that again, Pastor Brinkley. We got to get your voice on there too. Y'all know the pastor ain't gonna lie. Ah, okay. But the texture is just supposed to give you that egg texture. She said don't taste good to her. She said don't taste good to her. Oh, you can taste them in there. You can taste the rutabagas.
They don't like rutabagas.
Right. Well, this is so good. Thank you all for trying this. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm gonna eat with Skyline 21 Day Center. Y'all know very soon we're gonna be reporting back that they have their Google My Business profile. They're already set up with the food bank. So if you're looking for Skyline 21 Adult Center and you want to support this wonderful organization that's part of Holy Simple Ministries, definitely just Google food bank services for food bank. Skyline 21, whatever you gotta do. Google it, y'all. Find out about it. And of course, we appreciate all of our sponsors. Thank you all for helping us. Cheap Fires, thank you so much for the coffees that you purchased yesterday. I meant to mention that earlier. My apologies. But y'all, we have had a beautiful time with y'all. And I think we got to say goodbye because it's time to eat. People are eating and people are smiling. It ain't just me dancing today, y'all. We can speak in tongues now. Rutabaga potato. Y'all say it over and over. Y'all take care. All right.